go ahead and get started. So, welcome in to Sunrise Asana. We're about to get into a throat chakra asana, and this is where I feel like the asana could become a lot more challenging because there's a lot more constriction of the throat. It is a lot more bending poses, and you will struggle for breath. But we're going to take it very gentle as this is our first throat chakra asana. Okay. So if you are new here, my name is Felicia. I am a yoga teacher, but I'm also a human and civil rights advocate. I run a nonprofit called Divas Can Manifest. We are a nonprofit in women's health, and there's a lot of ways to get involved, but today is an aspect of our movement, social justice initiative, a Renaissance movement. We offer this free yoga sadhana every week, every Saturday. And it is a gateway to yoga therapy if you choose to become a Renaissance member, where you can cross train your aerial journey, and you can also get Turculated 101, train your aerial journey, train Russian exotic, and especially if you guys are here from Pole. But welcome in. Let's get started. Um, Welcome to Taurus season. Happy new moon in Taurus. There is a lot of sustaining that needs to be done right now. So just let's take it easy, okay? Um, there is a pick a card getting uploaded on the channel, and it should be posted right after this. So just meet me on your mat. Let's get started with easy seat. Bring your hands to heart center, okay? Close your eyes if it feels safe, and just start withdrawing attention to your breath. Take some deep inhales and exhales. On your next exhale, give me a great big Om. We're going to move into our healing mantra. You can find the translation down below. Take a deep inhale. Triambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushti vardhana Urvarukamiva vardhana Mritor mushkiyamritat Triambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushti vardhana Urvarukamiva vardhana Mritor mushkiyamritat Triambakam yajamahe Sugandhim pushti vardhana Urvarukamiva vardhana Mritor mushkiyamritat Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Open your eyes if it feels safe. Let's take some more intentional breaths. We're going to get started on our throat chakra today. Our throat chakra is an important part of our self-expression. It is to help us articulate ourselves, to speak clearly, to say what we mean, to mean what we say, and to validate our experience. To have that validation of our experiences is to connect with our highest truth. Okay? So let's hop into it. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick because I'm really hot. Or not water, but a drink. Okay. Hello, welcome in. Okay. I don't know why I'm always so hot by the time I get to like side. I don't know. I guess I'm preparing for it. Um, but you can do this sitting down or standing up. I like to do it standing up because I like to think about my Kundalini energy rising. I don't know. I never was taught this, but I just like to think about my Kundalini energy rising. Okay, through my chakras. Okay, now we are moving to our upper chakras. We're moving to our advanced asanas, and just take it easy. Okay. So bring your feet shoulder width distance apart, and you're just going to take your left hand and you're going to grab for your right ear, and you're just going to draw your head towards towards the ground. Breathe. Repeat on your opposite side. Draw your shoulders, your ears to your shoulders. Mm. What's your affirmation? I will not be silenced. I will not let you obstruct my freedom of speech. I am unapologetically speaking my truth, and I don't care who it offends. Blame your mama, not me. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Pedal out your feet, your heels. Bring your right foot up, your right heel up. Bring your left heel up. Wiggle your neck. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasti Tahi. Set your intention. I speak my truth. I will not let anybody obstruct my freedom of speech. I unapologetically speak my truth, and I don't care who it offends. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Open up that throat chakra. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Try to touch the ground, but if you're not there yet, you can grab for your shins. Try to avoid your joints, your ankles, or your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. Send your gaze directly to the ground. Forward fold. Come up to your tippy toes and take a deep squat. Bring your heels down to the ground. Bring them back up. If you can, grab for your knees and hold it. Find your drishti. Find your drishti. Your point of focus. And when you're ready, step up your top to the top of your mat, okay? That is our intro sequence, our intention setting, and drawing attention to your breath immediately enhances the quality of your breath. When you're ready, meet me down on your mat. And we're just going to take a forward fold. Inhale, draw your hands to the sky, bring your palms facing to each other. Wiggle your toes, stretch them as far apart as they can. Engage each one of your toes. Take some more of those neck rolls side to side, around. And when you're ready, grab for your feet. Take a micro bend in the knees. Touch your toes. Deepen on your exhale. From this pose, we're going to go into our Lord of the Fishers. This is one of my favorite throat chakra poses because it aligns the spine, but it also resets the hips. But you'll feel that gentle twist in your throat chakra as well. So you're going to bring your right foot on the outside of your left leg. And you're going to connect your left elbow to your right knee. And you're going to look directly behind you. I know you feel it in your throat. Take 3 deep breaths, 3 inhales and exhales, and switch out your legs. Connect your right elbow to your left knee and look directly behind you. Welcome to class. How are you doing? Stretching with you, yay! Welcome in. Okay, so Lord of the Fishers is one of my favorite, like, seated poses to, but it, like, because I have dancer's hip, it is so good for my hips and my back and just like resetting my whole body. Like I if I can't do a full practice, there's like two asanas that I go to like help me release tension immediately. Lord of the Fishers is one of them, and a wide angle forward fold is another one of them. Wide angle forward fold is also a throat chakra asana, so I'm going to walk you into that next. Okay, so when you're ready, come out of your Lord of the Fishers. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales. Okay. At the beginning of my practice, like I said, I don't usually flow one breath to movement because this is not an aesthetic flow. This is a functional restorative practice. So when you get ready, meet me, in a wide stance as far as you can. We're not moving into straddles or middle splits, but as far as you can without actually moving into a split. Okay. So make sure your hips are square directly ahead of you, and then you're just going to draw your extremities and reach for your ankles. Okay, don't actually grab the ankles, but reach in the direction of your ankles. Okay, send your gaze directly behind you and breathe. Place your palms to the mat, deepen even more. You'll feel this all over, but they're definitely in the hips. Try to take a straight spine, wiggle out your hips, shift them left to right. The difference between flexibility and mobility is your range of motion, okay? Take whatever movement feels good here. And throughout my throat chakra practice, I move my neck so much, I never stop moving it, okay? Because it's so much tension between my shoulder blades and my neck, I just try. Wide angle forward fold. Reach for the wall, reach for the back of the mat, reach for your ankles or shins. When you're ready, grab for one direction. Bring both of your arms. Try to connect your forehead to your knee. Switch out. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And when you're ready, walk your hands to the right side and meet me in, I forget what this pose is called. It's some type of variation of a triangle, revolved triangle, but this is also a throat chakra asana. Try to connect your forehead to your knee. Both of your feet should be pointing to the direction, the front of your mat, and take your back foot and just raise your heel up and then bring it back down. Connect your forehead to your knee. Actually don't do that, but hold it here for a minute and breathe. You'll know if an asana is a throat chakra asana if you have a little bit more difficulty breathing, okay? That is to help you become more strong in that pose so that you can improve your breath, okay? Ultimately, okay? So when you're ready, you can walk your hands back to the middle for a wide angle forward fold and then out to the left side to the back of your mat. Repeat the same asana. Bring your heel up, bring it down, up, down. Connect your forehead to your knee. Ooh, this is my bad side. Ooh, losing my eye. Got a little dizzy. Notice how it's more difficult to breathe here, right? when you're ready, maybe in your wide angle forward fold, shuffle your feet into a shoulders width distance, and inhale into a mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Hands to heart center. Take a water break, okay? This pose that we just did is called Parvattanasana. Parvattanasana. I don't know the actual English thingy thing. You look great. I can see how slim and longer you look. Thank you. I'm getting slim on y'all. Don't let me get slim now. I want my legs to be skinny. Don't even. Don't let me get slim on y'all. Thank you so much. Don't tell me that. Don't. I've been trying to look slim and long. I want to look. Thank you so much. I feel like I've been gaining weight, but you know, I don't know. I can't tell sometimes. All right, y'all. How we feeling? So, my arms look good. They look slim. Don't tell me that. Don't. Hello, friends. Welcome in. If I have not said hey to y'all yet. Okay. How we feeling? Okay. So, we're going to move into some more advanced variations of an upward facing and downward facing dog. Okay. So, how we looking for time? I'm trying to decide where we're going to go. Okay, we got about 10 minutes. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to take you through these variations of upward facing dog and downward facing dog, because I feel like it's more important than these bridges that I want to do. I like the bridges too, but okay, let's get into it. So, how we feeling? Okay, meet me in a hero's pose. Tuck your toes under and sit on the back of your heels. Okay, can't forget about our feet, you know. So, when you're ready, push up and back. I got these things that's been all over since I did that Easter video. Okay, I'll check your message 1 second. We're gonna run through this. I'm gonna show you what we're going. The variation. It's not a full sequence, but I'll show you the asana, and then I'll let you guys, work on it on your own, and I'll check some comments. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. We're gonna move directly into a downward facing dog. Okay, so come and meet me in a tabletop position. Okay, stack your shoulders over your hips. Stack your wrists. Stack your shoulders with your wrists and your hips over your knees, and then we're going to tuck those toes under as always, and then send your hips up and back. Inhale, exhale, send your hips up and back. Okay, we're here. Pedal out those feet. Get comfortable in the downward dog. We're gonna be doing this every class, every day, every class. Okay, so we're here. And then I want you to grab, we always start with the right side in yoga. So we want to take our right hand and we're going to reach for our left shin. Not the ankle, but the shin. Okay? Ooh, yes, you should feel that in your upper back, your neck. Reach for your opposite side. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our forearms to our mat, and we're going to take our variation of upward facing dog. So it's basically a downward facing dog, but it's a forearm instead of a palm. Okay? So we're here. This is really good for your throat chakra. Okay? So just keep breathing. Doesn't have to be perfect breath, but intentional breath is more important. Okay? So forearm, send your hips up and back. see how more difficult it is to breathe, child? Breathe, child, breathe, okay? Breathe. It's all right. I know all these people coming at your neck, but we ain't playing with them, okay? So go ahead and try out those asanas if you've never tried them before. Thank you, cupcakes. Try out those asanas. Um, and let me know how they feel. Um, so you can run through those. It doesn't even, it doesn't have to be aesthetic. Just work on improving your breath in the asana. And I'll show you them one more time, okay? So we're gonna come from a tabletop position. This is one of our foundational poses. And we're gonna move into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, send your hips up and back. Inhale. Exhale, reach for your left shin. Straighten out your spine. Draw your shoulder blades away. Notice how difficult the breath gets. Reach for your right shin. Downward facing dog. Send your hips down. Send your heels down. Send them up. Send them down. Come back into a tabletop position. Plant your forearms. Send your hips up and back. Send your hips back more. Send them back. I know. Meet me back on your mat. Hero's pose. Tuck your toes under, stretch out your feet. Okay? Grab some water. Yes. What's your affirmation, hero? You're a hero. What's your affirmation? I speak my truth. I will not let anybody obstruct my freedom of speech. I unapologetically speak my mind, and I don't care who it offends. I am a hero. My self-expression will save somebody's life. I can't breathe. But I can. Open your eyes. Palms facing up to receive. Palms facing down to ground. When you're ready, meet me. Sit as if you're about to take your toe touch. Draw your booty cheeks from under your sits bone so that you can connect the base of your spine to the mat. Okay? We're about to take some bridges. I think we have a little bit enough time. Okay. Let me see. Okay, a little bit of time. And we're going to take some bridges, and then we're going to take some variations of a shoulder stand. And these are my favorite poses that get you prepared for Twerkulator 101. Okay, so if you have a bun or you have some hair at the base of your neck or nape, just take that down. This is my workout wig, so I don't really care what happens to it. So let's go ahead and try to undo a bun, ponytail, anything that could be stopping you from your neck aligning to the mat, okay? Because it will actually do more harm than good, okay? I honestly don't like to work out in anything because I feel like I can't have the range of motion with my neck, okay? So I don't like my neck being restricted. So I usually actually be wearing like a little hat, like a little scarf looking thing, but because, you know, for aesthetic purpose, I I try to be a little cute for y'all. So, like I said, I'm not into aesthetic yoga. I'm into what heals my body from trauma. Okay, so make sure those sit bones are clear. Okay, especially my curvy girls. So when you're ready, just lay back on your mat. Okay, send your gaze directly to the sky, and then depending on where you are in your yoga journey, some people find it easier to actually tuck their hands under their booty cheeks, okay, to help them grip and find more stability. But I like to grip the mat because it helps my shoulder blades stay in alignment down and away from my back. Even lying down, you want to draw your shoulder blades as far away from your neck as possible, okay? That is what's blocking the neck. You don't want those shoulder blades hiked up at all. And then, of course, your feet are planted on the mat. Take a deep inhale, engage your core. Engage that core. And then inhale, send your hips to the sky. Okay? Squeeze your booty cheeks. Protect your lower spine. You'll feel your chest get closer to your neck. Draw your attention there, okay? I like to plant my hands to the mat. You can grip to the mat if you can. When you're ready, exhale. Bring your booty cheeks back to the mat. This is actually an exercise. People actually can call this like an exercise. People do this for an exercise, okay? But in yoga, we like to hold it, especially in yin yoga. So, you know, hold it, and then you can take some dynamic stretches if you like, okay? So if your feet are feeling, you know, you're not feeling good within your feet, just stretch them out, you know, and try to connect all four corners of your feet to the mat. Lift your toes off of the mat. If you are having trouble with any kind of pigeon toe or any kind of other issues in your feet, okay, metatarsal injuries or anything like that, just draw your toes off of the mat and just connect the four corners of your mat, four corners of your feet, okay? Okay, so send those shoulder blades down and away, and we're going to rise into our bridge once more, okay? And we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. So take a deep inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to raise to your bridge. Send your booty cheeks up. How are we feeling? Okay. In yoga scope, we like to have a dynamic bridge, okay? So 1 breath to movement. We're going to for 10, okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 6. Inhale, exhale. 5. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. And 1. How are we feeling? Okay, if you need to shift down to make sure you have enough space, we're actually going to move into some shoulder stands, okay? And that's how we're going to end our practice. So again, make sure your hair is out of the way, your neck can connect, to the base of your mat. Okay. So bring your, as if you're going to come into a crybaby, happy baby, but you're going to actually just bring your knees together, and lift your feet off the ground. And then we're actually, like I said, make sure your shoulder blades are down, pulled away, down and away from your neck. And we're going to lift our butt. You can use your hands to push yourself up. And we're going to move into our first shoulder stand variation, okay? Look to your right, look to your left. If you can, connect your feet to the mat. Some of you will not be able to do that yet, okay? When you're ready, draw a straight line as if someone is pulling your feet, your ankles from the sky, okay? This is a shoulder stand variation. Actually, I'm gonna move to my side so that you guys can see that the goal is to create a straight line, okay? You can send it all the way down, like we did. Send your feet all the way directly to the back of your mat, and then send them straight to the sky, okay? So, moving, hopefully my whole ass is not out, okay? So, trying to, okay? So, if you can, shoulder stand, okay? Even when you think you're straight, you might not be straight. So pull your feet even higher, okay? Engage that core. And for me, this is a beginner twerker later, okay? When you in the club, they love to see it. Shake it out, twerkulate it out, okay? Shoulder stand into your twerkulator. So that's pretty much it. I love shoulder stands. I love bridges. Anything that constricts your neck and opens it back up is going to be great. Asanas that do that is going to struggle with your breathing for a little bit. But like I said, when discomfort becomes your friend, your most limiting beliefs are healed, okay? How do we feel about shoulder stands? So, prepping you for more advanced asana, prepping you for handstands, okay? Whew. And then when you're ready, just stand up, meet me at the top of your mat, okay? My life is mine and I am courageous. Thank you. Hello, affirming. Thanks for doing this. Thank you for joining me, okay? All right, when you're ready, I don't know how I keep getting stuff on my mat. I hate it so much. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of your mat. We're going to close out and say goodbye to each other. And so just come into a shoulder width stance, okay? And take some more neck rolls. After all that shoulder standing and all that bridge and constricting my throat, I just want to breathe freely now, okay? Okay, we're going to end with a little breath work. This is our lion's breath, okay? Don't make fun of me. I know you may look stupid, but it's going to help that throat open up, okay? So, inhale. And just like you spat at them. You spat at them. Those people who was trying to come at your neck, you spat at them right back, okay? Take like 3 or 4, okay? Try, you just get it all out, okay? Especially for some of y'all dealing with mucus, because I know the smokers, they need to spit it out, okay? Anybody trying to come at us? Okay? When you're ready, inhale, mountain pose. Samastitahi. The light and the love in me honors the light and the love in you. I am fearless. I am courageous. I speak my truth. I am unapologetic. And I don't care who is offended by my truth. My self expression will save somebody's life. Namaste. Thank you guys. Let me know what y'all thought about the flow. And I will see you in the next one. Okay. Don't forget to check out the previous weeks. Okay. And then we have our third eye chakra coming up next week, and our crown chakra coming up in 2 weeks. So we will have a full 7 weeks of yoga, full chakra asana, and then we can move into even more advanced asana. Okay. Now, like I said, one day a week is not enough asana to get you, to the flexibility levels that I have gotten to. You will need to practice, like, a lot. Okay, so my hope and intention is for some of you guys to transition into yoga therapy, people who practice every day like me, um, people who want to cross train aerial, people who want to increase their flexibility training as well, journey 222 the splits over on a Renaissance member. So you guys, hopefully you will find some different asana that you can take, and learning what works best for your body. Everybody's body is different. So, you know, whatever asana that works for me, like I said, Lord of the Fishes pose and wide angle forward folds are two asanas that I can go to that I know will help me, if I'm feeling issues with my disability or with tension in my body. From for whatever reason, I don't have enough time to practice my full entire flow. Um, but take whatever, if you could feel like some type of asana that we go through in class, and you're like, oh my god, that was really helpful. Like, take mental notes of that, take notes of that, and come back to it, right? What asana feels good to me might feel totally, it might not be beneficial or effective for somebody else. So my goal is to offer you a wide range of asana so that you can practice them in your daily practice, and then we can come here and meet on a weekly basis, or you can meet me at a Renaissance with yoga therapy on a Renaissance member, and you can have some resources that you need to release the trauma in your body, or to, like I said, make advancements on your flexibility journey. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining, and I will see y'all. I probably will be I will probably be changing the time to Satna, because I think it'll be just a lot better if we get started a lot earlier. Let me know, if you guys are up and at 'em like I am. But until next week, you guys, thank you.